Great day, dear ones. Today we are going to discuss on one of the basic speaking skill, self-introduction. With globalization, the education system and the job market is ready to provide opportunities only to those who are able to effectively communicate in English. So, this has created a need to enhance the skills of listening, speaking, reading, and writing in English language. With this in contemplation, let us see how does introducing oneself can be considered as the basic skill to be developed while speaking. Let us delve into the topic immediately. So, these are the contents which we are going to discuss today. There will be an introduction, then we will be discussing on speaking skills, types and importance, self-introduction as a speaking skill, formal and informal introductions, steps to be followed when you're going to make a formal introduction about yourself, and the self-introduction in a presentation, the tips to improve your speaking skills, and finally we will be concluding of how you are going to create an impression about yourself when you are able to properly introduce yourself. Okay, so introduction. Speaking is the delivery of language through the mouth. You know that when you, if another one person is there will be an opportunity for you to speak. So there will be more than one person which will enhance your speaking need. Okay, speaking is the second of the four language skills, and speech can flow naturally from one person to another person in the form of a dialogue. So when you are in an informal setting and another person is beside you, you will be starting your speech and it becomes a dialogue. It can also be planned and rehearsed. So what is the situation where you have to plan and rehearse? That is when you are going to deliver a speech or a presentation. So with this as an introduction, let us see what are the types of speaking. Informal speaking, as we know, is typically used with family and friends or people you know well. And formal speaking occurs in business or academic situations or when meeting people for the first time. So, these are the two types of speaking situations where you have to be, you can be yourself when you're speaking to your friends, but you have to prepare yourself of what you are when you're going to give an impression to another person officially. Self-introduction. What do you mean by self-introduction and why it is considered as one of the speaking skills when you are learning a language? A good introduction will help new acquaintances. What do you mean by new acquaintances? That is new individuals who will be learning about you yourself, the essential details about who you are. Okay, you must offer an informative self introduction, that is, it has to be engaging and memorable. They should be able to understand properly who you are, and then it has to stay in their memory. So the introduction has to be given clearly and factually. That is, the truth has to be revealed about yourself. Not much, but you have to reveal yourself in a proper way. The right introduction can solidify your name, that is, make it retain in the person and the purpose for the person you are speaking to. You can make a positive impression through an effective introduction. So, when your introduction is effective, you can definitely make a positive impression to the person. What are the different introductions? Formal introduction and informal introduction. So let us see first informal introductions or introductions. When you are meeting a person for the first time, when you are going out to a festival or a function or somewhere in the train, you will be meeting new people. So you will be introducing yourself about your name, everything, but it will be very casual and very lax. You need not prepare yourself of how you are going to introduce yourself to a person who is sitting beside you in a train or a bus. So, in informal settings, we can be more relaxed. These are interactions that are more casual. Here are some examples of what are the situations where you will be having informal talks. That is, birthday parties, meeting acquaintances of friends, talking to someone much younger than you. You will be introducing yourself. You know me, I am this, I am that. So, it is very relaxed and casual, but in a formal introduction. Formal interactions require a less relaxed behavior because it has to follow certain customs and procedures. Only this you have to say, and you have to restrain yourself or restrict yourself from saying irrelevant informations or more subjective informations. So these type of introductions could be to could be one of the following: meeting with a government official, or introducing with someone elder than you, or with someone famous or that you admire. When you are in an official presentation, when you are in your office and you are going to make a presentation to the board or to the in an interview, all these are situations where you have to introduce yourself formally. So when you are going to introduce yourself formally, you have to prepare, you have to plan, you have to rehearse what you are going to say about yourself. So let us see what are the steps to be followed in a formal introduction. Summarize your professional standing. You should not only say about yourself, about your name, your other details, but you have to give your professional standing also. Then only with our education we are respected. So you have to summarize your achievements in school, or if something very good about yourself, good things about yourself. You have to summarize it, and you have to say about that in your introduction. Summarize your professional standing, then elaborate on your experiences and achievements. So if you have achieved something, or if you have gone through certain things, you solved problems, you have to elaborate on these things, and you have to make it as a core when you're introducing yourself. Then conclude with the lead into the next part of the conversation. So lead in. So when you are going to conclude about your introduction, you're going to make the other person converse with you, not be stuck without words of what to converse with you or what to question you, but you have to lead into the next part of the conversation when you are introducing yourself. So when you are, there is a situation, and nowadays we have to introduce yourself, you have to introduce yourself in an interview, and you have to also have to make presentations. So when you're going to make a presentation, or when you are invited as a guest to give a speech or anything of that sort, your preparation should be like this. You have to introduce yourself initially. So how you are going to initially introduce yourself? You should have a very short introduction about yourself. Include only relevant details in your intro. Then include the extra details. You must have given your profile to the person, and the person, they will be introducing you with the profile. So always remember what you have given in the profile, and remember that you have to give informations only relevant to the audience, what they need about you, not irrelevant details. Okay, jump right into your content, directly go into the content. Then you can reveal more about yourself during the presentation. You can share your experiences, or you can share anything with the listeners or the audience only after having a very short introduction. But if your introduction is too long, the concentration on the presentation will just go down. So limit the thank yous, and just see how you are able to present yourself or introduce yourself in an effective way. Some tips are there where you have to, when you're speaking or writing, you need more words. You have to practice to gain or search for more words and make it or use it in the language. So let us see some tips, small tips. You already know it, but only for the reinforcement you will be able to understand that there is a need to to exercise or to do a homework to attain a good knowledge of the language which you are going to speak in public. Okay, expand your vocabulary, learn new words every day. When you're learning the word, you put it into practice. Whenever you're talking to your friends, just add the words which you have learned with the situation. Then improve your pronunciation. You are having so many apps which will be helping you to pronounce the words properly. Then participate in public speaking events. I will not say that you have to participate in public speaking events, but whenever you are going to have a chat with your friends, remember that you will be spending at least 10 to 15 minutes with your friends in speaking in English. Then you have your own conversations in your own language. Okay, then self talk. The more you are talking in the language, you have to listen a lot through news or something, then you have to give a self talk. Think in English. That is the main point which you have to remember. So concluding, let us conclude. It is important to introduce yourself because it shows your ability to meet new people confidently. It makes others feel more comfortable and allows you to make a very good impression, as you know that the first impression is the best impression. Knowing how to introduce yourself helps you break the ice when meeting new people. So, with these points in mind, make an effective introduction formally and informally. Thank you.